Good afternoon, everybody. Glad to see you all here. We are fewer, so we have to play harder. But we do. We know God's mercy is infinite. He hears our prayers. He can do anything, and He works through us. This is all in His plan. Whatever happens, we trust Him. And I'll do this every time because I think that it is so important that we keep looking at the divine mercy in so many aspects of what it is saying to us, because we forget so easily, and all of these things are so important. First, I'd like to say a very general thing. I hear all the time, and I just heard it from one of the mothers, how difficult it is when you have devotion and practice in the family, but there are people that are not really with it. And even the people that go to church with us, they seem to be, just on a distance, don't talk about it, we have to do our duty. Now, God is much bigger than that. You cannot give Him a second place. It's 100. And the beginning and the foundation of our relationship with God, what is that? And it really starts to happen. That is the knowing that everything is grace. Everything is grace. Anything that happens. Because God is not the highest of the creation. He is above the creation. And His activity is not just in begrudging they look at us. No, He is all love. The reason that any of us is here, the reason that anything happens to us, is God's creating love. Nothing else. But that includes a big problem for people that say, why then is this all happening to me? Why do I get sick? Why do I lose my family? Why all these trials? That is what a big knot is for people. That they can, even then, trust God. Because He has a plan. And anything that happens to us can be used, especially anything to us that still is with our good intentions. We think maybe my intentions are not good enough. God knows our good intentions, and He will work with it. And He will, anything that happens to us, that evil comes from others to us, He will use that. Evil happens because we have a free will. If we didn't have any free will, the love wouldn't be possible. So there is evil. Evil begets evil. You see it all around. But what God is making on the other side of the picture that we don't see, we will see in eternity. And for those who suffer much, they might praise God all eternity just for these trials. So, grace is a gift. Everything is gift. That's what we have to start with. Secondly, I want to say, God offers mercy. It's always saying the same thing. Because if everything is gift and grace, and we know that we're all sinners, we know that we have difficulty, not by choosing so many things that are of this world, that are of the kingdom of this world, that are under the devil, who lies to us and makes big promises, and then shoots us down. That is not God, but it is there. We know that it is there. But God is mercy. He doesn't have mercy. He is love. And because we need mercy, His love is mercy. So, mercy is offered. And it says here, Jesus says to Regina, I desire that this mercy for all sinners will be spread. Let them know. And let sinners know that they do not have to be approached, have not to be afraid to approach me. The flames of mercy are burning in me, clamoring to be spent, and I want to pour them out upon those souls. These flames of mercy are burning in me, a desire to pour them out upon human souls. Oh, what pain they cause, but they do not want to accept them. God suffers so much. We want to accept them, we don't want to trust them. And He asks us all to proclaim. And He says especially the priests. Wow. Especially the priests. Yes, they have, that is their first task. So, and God comes out today and every day with great graces with us, for each one of us, to lavish them on each one of you. And He is looking for what He can give you. Then the third one is, He talks about what would be first for you to know? What would be first for you to be an incentive? That first incentive is the passion of Jesus. And Jesus wants us not just to know about the passion, He wants to know what He has suffered, that we can feel with Him that pain, and that then through that we will understand, and all of us, we will then be co-redeemers with Him. So meditate on the passion. You know, we look at the passion so many times, we see it in the rosary. For instance, Jesus is scourged on the pillow, right? What a suffering! But we only see half of it, even if we look at it, and it is terrible. We see only half of it. We don't see what He suffers inside. And what He showed for Sina is, He took from that scene, He took away the people that were scourging Him, and He put it in our time. And that same scourging, especially sins of impurity, the whole thing that is around there, you know, that is especially what He suffered, the scourging. And then Faustina saw the people around it now that are doing the same thing, and that Jesus is still suffering. Look and see the human race in its present condition. And we know the pornography, we know the whole thing that's going on, and we know that this torture, says Jesus, is greater than the death itself, than the suffering. And so this is what He wants us to do, to penetrate and take the passion. It is the souls that contemplate my passion with great feeling that I give graces to. And so we are invited always to godly meet, to meditate on the passion, and just go deeper into it. Then I'd like to say something about prayer. Maybe that's a bit long, I have to be careful. You know, how do we go to God? How do we establish that relationship? And be God and myself and getting what He is, getting what He is wanting to be for me. That is when we pray. And he said, don't understand when we pray to get everything right away. You don't know what is good for you. Prayer means to trust. Prayer means, I have to be fast now, prayer means to trust. Prayer means to pray boldly. And prayer means to always pray with Jesus, through Jesus. We have that in the morning prayer that we always pray. We say, Jesus, offer this prayer with your heart to the Father. When the Father sees your heart pierced and given over, He will not refuse. The Father cannot refuse anything if we bring our prayer to the Son, to His Sacred Heart. I recommend that you unite in a special way